Hi everyone and welcome back to, I'm doing this video outside and our neighbours are just behind the fence and one of them just came outside and I feel embarrassed. I'm gonna wait till she goes. Okay, let's start again. Welcome to the first video of 2020. I was meant to start filming videos earlier in the year, earlier this month, but I've just been so sick. If you can hear some little feet on the deck, it's my dog walking around. Abby! I always tend to get sick. She thinks I'm talking to her. I'm not talking to you. I always tend to get sick in the summertime, more so than the winter, which is weird. But I was sick around Christmas time and I recovered just before New Year's, which was great. And then it was Monday the 6th when I was kind of supposed to be back getting into the swing of things with work. I woke up with another sore throat and then I've been sick ever since. So I'm not sure what the date is today. It's like the 16th now, so it's been 10 days and I've been sick. I'm kind of only just coming out of it, so I think yesterday was the first day I woke up without a sore throat, but I'm on the mend. I decided to film this video outside because I just felt like I needed some vitamin D. The last couple of days have been kind of cold actually, and I've just been sitting inside, which doesn't do good things for my mental health. But yeah, I just thought I would catch up with you guys, pop a little bit of makeup on. I'm literally just gonna do my kind of home slash running errands slash really easy quick makeup routine. There's no foundation involved, which is something I do, but it's basically just a really fresh dewy look for those days where you feel like your skin's looking pretty good but you just want a little something. So all of these products are really lightweight and glowy and natural looking, because you probably all know by now that that's basically what I'm all about when it comes to makeup. So I've just zoomed you guys in a little bit. I have 3 Glossier products here, which I know is a pain because you can't directly get Glossier products here in New Zealand. However, you can order them using UShop, which is, I believe, a New Zealand Post service where you can kind of forward the delivery to a post shop in the US and then it forwards it into New Zealand. I'll leave the link below if you're interested, and then you can actually purchase these products. They're just not really available directly from the brand. Anyway, if you are popping over to the States anytime soon and you like the look of any of these products, you'll be able to pick them up yourself. This is Glossier Future Dew. It's a weird product. It's kind of a skincare prepping priming product. I don't know, I just love the texture it leaves on your skin. It's kind of like an interesting texture, but what I like to do is I just pop it on the high points of my face. Can you see that? Where I would want like a highlighter, but I don't want to use an actual makeup highlighter because I just feel like it doesn't really look natural during the day. This is just like, there's no shimmer in it, it's just glossy. But can you see that kind of gleam on my cheeks? I believe that the idea behind this product was that they wanted to create something that looked like, you know, after you've finished your skincare and you've done like all your serums and your oils and your skin looks so glowy and beautiful, but it doesn't last throughout the day. This gives you that kind of skincare look, but it actually lasts all day long, which is amazing. So yeah, I've been really enjoying that. I just like a little bit of that on my cheeks. There you go, you can see it there. It just looks so natural and pretty. And then I love using the Glossier Stretch Concealer. A concealer that you can get here in New Zealand that I really like is the RMS Uncover Up Concealer. It's quite similar, it's not quite as dewy, but it's similar. But I just love this because I basically copy a makeup artist that I love called Katie Jane Hughes. If you don't follow her on Instagram, you should go follow her. She's really into like creating beautiful makeup. She doesn't edit her skin, she doesn't edit her lines, her pores. She's all about showcasing real skin and celebrating real skin on social media, and she uses this concealer almost kind of like all over her face, which I like because I find that that technique does look really natural, especially if you use like a little brush. This is a Real Techniques brush. I'm just going to use a little bit of that and start around here, and I'm not going to put it I'm not going to put it all over my face. I'm just going to put it in the areas where I feel like I need coverage. I've basically put it around this area, under my nose, because I've got a broken blood vessel, and I get a little bit of redness around here. I have a couple of acne scars on my cheeks and just in between my eyebrows, and then a little bit on my eyelids. I've pretty much avoided my nose completely because it's quite tanned at the moment. It just doesn't need any product on it. You only want to put product where you need it, and that's just the trick to making your makeup just look so natural day to day. And I like being really light. The beauty about using a more dewy pot concealer is that it does, well, I think especially with this product, it's literally called the Stretch Concealer, but it does kind of stretch out onto your face. You can sort of just like put it where you want it and then blend around, and then just kind of, I don't know, you can just move it around your face, but it sets so beautifully. It just looks like natural glassy skin. Next up, I go in with my cream bronzer. This is literally the only bronzer I have used over the last probably 3 years, which is disgusting. I need to buy a new one. But yeah, powder bronzers, I'm just not into powder products in general. You'll notice that a lot probably in this routine and anything else you see from me in terms of beauty in the future. But I'm all about the cream products. They just look so much more natural on the skin. I think they look nicer on the skin, but I really need to get a new one. It still looks good. It's just a really nice glowy cream bronzer. Oh my god, it's amazing. So I just use like an angle brush. This is a really random one from Nude by Nature. Swirl it in, and then I literally just dab it on my cheeks like this. Pop a bit up on my temples and onto my forehead. You don't need much of this as well. I love it so much. I literally don't think I will ever use any other bronzer. It would take a lot for me to go off this one. The last couple of days I just haven't really been feeling myself. Does anyone find when they've been sick for a while they just start feeling really not themselves and really down? The other day I had to go and get a follow-up biopsy done on my cervix after I had a smear test over a year ago now. I came back with some abnormal cells, which they weren't worried about, but they took a biopsy April last year, which if you've had a biopsy done on your cervix, you know it's so painful. They literally, like, I don't want to be graphic or anything, but I think this sort of stuff is really important to talk about, but they literally like snip a bit of your cervix and then send it off to get tested, and it's very painful, I'm not gonna lie. So I had to get that done 2 days ago, and basically for like 48 hours after you get that done, it just feels like you've been kicked repeatedly in the stomach. It's so painful. So I've kind of been dealing with the pain of that the last couple of days, which is okay. Like, I'm really lucky that I live in a country where the health system looks after me so well. They literally called me the other day and they were like, we really want you to just come in for a follow-up appointment. We want to do a couple more tests just to make sure that you're all good. So with the bronzer, I literally just don't even bother with eyeshadow on a day-to-day basis. I just do this. Going back to a brand that I just really love, RMS Beauty. This is the Lip2Cheek. I've kind of found that it's a bit drying on the lips. Whenever I put it on my lips just shrivel up immediately. On the cheeks, however, it's beautiful, but it's the most perfect, like, I don't want to endorse sunburn, let me make that clear, but it's kind of like that really pretty sunburn color. It just gives you the nicest wash of color on your cheeks. I'm just obsessed, and the formula is so easy to blend. They're just so beautiful. I need to get this in like every single shade. So again, I like using a small brush. This is a Zoeva face shape brush. With the small brushes you just have a little bit more control. So you really just want to center it on the apples of your cheeks. As you can see, it blends out really nicely. I don't know how well it's coming up on camera, but it's just giving me a really nice wash of color on top of that bronzer. If you're going to do anything in 2020 and you haven't really played around with cream products, I encourage you to play around with them. They look so much more natural and they're way funner to apply. So see how this looks so natural? Like it probably looks quite scary in the pan for a lot of you, but you can kind of see, well, I hope you can see, I hope it's coming up on camera, how it's just made me look a little bit more alive. So when I say that I don't really use powder products, I mean like powder blushes and bronzers. I still use a tiny bit of translucent powder. This is the Hourglass one. It's so lightweight and it doesn't completely get rid of the glow. It just stops the unnecessary shine that you don't want in some areas on your face. And I just use a tiny little eyeshadow brush to really like get into the areas where I don't want shine. This is just such a nice powder if you're looking for something that isn't going to disrupt your glow, but it's going to keep the unwanted shine at bay, but it's still really lightweight and it never looks cakey on the skin. This is such a good powder. You can get it from Mecca. So just pop a little bit on a tiny brush and put a little bit of powder just in these areas. I also just put a tiny bit of powder around my nose, and then we literally have like 3 more tiny steps. This is the Glossier Boy Brow. I didn't understand the hype until I tried it. It's such a nice moussey texture, but it never makes your eyebrows crispy. That's the worst. I don't use any other eyebrow products. I don't fill them in, I don't do anything. I literally just use a brow gel because I like that really messy, like big bushy brow look. For years and years and years I used the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper, which is actually also really good, but I think this is a lot better. I just like how this is quite moussey, and it does a really good job of grabbing every single hair, but there's never too much product, well for me personally anyway. Sorry guys, I had to pause for a second because the rubbish truck started going along our road. This seriously keeps your eyebrows in place, but they don't go crispy and yuck. That's basically how I like my eyebrows to look. This is really close, hi. But can you kind of see the difference? That's one brow, that's the other. I tend to brush the front up a lot, and then as I go down the brow I go outwards. I get LVL lash lift and tint, so they basically like lift your lashes and it lasts for about 8 weeks. I'm probably due to get it done soon again. Just with all the swimming and stuff, it probably doesn't last as long over summer, but what it does mean is that I pretty much never wear mascara. I hate mascara. I mean, I do have really long lashes, so that helps. I just brush them up with a spoolie like this, and it does the trick. If I'm going to like a barbecue with my friends or something, I'll pop on a little bit more mascara. Otherwise day to day this is all I do. And then my last step is this lip product, my favorite in the whole entire world. This is the Bobbi Brown extra lip tint in the shade Bare Nude. I'll show you how much I love it. That is the shape of someone who loves her lipstick, lip balm, whatever lip product it is. It is a tinted lip balm and it's so moisturizing and hydrating, but it gives the perfect tint. So you'll be able to see just like the really nice wash of color it kind of gives. Oh, shush phone. Can you see just the nice light wash of color that's given my lips? But yeah, I'm happy with how my skin's looking. It's definitely a makeup look for when your skin is kind of looking its best. This is my everyday, pretty much my go-to makeup look unless I'm going out for dinner, going to a barbecue, going to a concert or an event or something. Anyway, that's enough of my rambling. Thanks for watching, thanks for being here, and I'll be back with another video super soon. Bye.